So, Capricorn, this is an interesting week where you will learn something. Maybe you will not be, let's say, the most pleasant experience. It could be learned by your mistakes or learned by the mistakes of another, something you are watching, in order for you to not do again or to not repeat the steps. It could be that for some of you Capricorns, you have an influence of a teacher or a guide, someone you look up to, that maybe you will see the facade about this person or the mask that this person has been wearing all along, or how deceitful they have been about a certain teaching or truth or advice or words. Something that appeared to be truthful, you might understand that it's not. And I feel like that can be it can be an eye opener to you in order to be either more careful with who you trust, because there's something you hear about blind trust. So I'm not sure if you are blindly or have been blindly trusting someone, or it could also be that someone has been trusting you, and it could be that if that's the case, Capricorns, you could be you could be caught on your deceit, on your lies, on your it's like a lack of integrity that has been a part of your dealings, either within a personal relationship or professional, or in your circle of friends. Something has not been right. And I do feel like either you are learning how to be the true version of who you are and accept that and express that openly, shamelessly. It's like, why would you have to be afraid or ashamed or even feel like I feel like there's a sense of awkwardness about saying what you mean. I don't know if it's shy, if you feel shy, if you have a more introvert nature. I just feel like whatever you have been not saying, especially if you have been not saying and at the same time putting something to cover up your hidden desires and intentions. If you have been telling a story either about you or about a specific situation that is not really the truth, again, that can be something that is going to be a part of what you will be dealing with in terms of understanding if that's really worth it or if that's really who you want to be. And if it's not you, again, it's about another. I just feel like the trust you have is in a way broken this week. Either the trust is broken by someone within you and someone, or within a situation that you were trusting to be true. I feel like you were really trusting something to be true, for something to be, an amazing actually source of inspiration, because I do get a feeling like there's a lot of this inspirational vibe. So either it's someone you look up to, admire, someone that has been trying to motivate you perhaps to do something, to learn something, to follow their steps. And maybe you will see that they're not all of that, or it's not just for you. Again, the authentic path, the authentic choices, the authentic version of you needs to come forward and step forward this week in order to be free from deceit, because this deceit is just going to keep happening in a way where you're going to have to keep stretching yourself in ways where you're giving up something that it's about again, your nature. So it's like you want to be someone else, or you will be forced to be further someone else you're not, to make choices you don't want to make, in order to keep the lie, or to keep the facade, to keep things. It's like to keep, could also be to keep the appearances. It could be that you're too concerned with keeping up the appearances. Maybe you don't want others to see how you feel. You don't want others to see that you're struggling with something, and so you kind of lie or you hide something here. It's just a matter of truth. A matter of truth and a matter of learning by mistakes, so that you don't end up repeating the same ones and repeating the storylines. It feels like some of you Capricorns need to change a little bit here the narrative of a situation. It's like you have to write and create and experiment with something else. An element you have been adding to your life is not good for you, or it's not good for ultimately fulfilling your desires, and you need to let that go. You need to be honest with yourself. If you don't like something, if you are seeing that something is not for you, you know that saying, say the truth even when your voice shakes. And I do feel like there's this vibe with you, you're afraid, but you have to kind of come forward. It's like it's an issue to even look yourself in the mirror and understand better who you are and the quality of choices you are making, what's really motivating you to go after the things you are. Dishonesty may also be a part of your week, in terms of something showing up. It could be that this is an issue that shows up right now, and you're tested to see if you trust the deceit, or if you if you see through it. I feel like if you're honest with yourself about what is like it's like this make-believe thing, what is making you have this make-believe energy upon something, you will see through it. It could also be that the deceit is just something that happens this week. Maybe someone pretends to be nice or admire you, like you, love you, want you, whatever it is. And just keep in mind that if this is someone you don't trust, you don't know, well, or someone that in the past has betrayed you, the red flags are still there. That's what I want to say. The red flags are still there. So proceed with caution when it comes to trust. So Capricorn, I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, I have a love special available at the sales price until the end of the month, and it's called Cupid's Message. So if you would like to know more details about that or any other of my tarot services, again, email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below.